Mr. Speaker, you know, when I walked in this morning and I saw the minority side, I knew that something was amiss. As you are aware, Mr. Speaker, the minority side has moved to court. And it's the minority side of the Senate, because their colleagues in the National Assembly believe in this system of accountability where ministers appear before Parliament and respond to questions. Mr. Speaker, sir, please.
Would you wish to be informed?
After I make my remarks, I will walk to Sifuna and he will inform me. Mr. Speaker, anyway, so that I don't prejudice him, let Senator Sifuna inform me.
Proceed, Senator Sifuna.
Mr. Speaker, I just wanted to inform the Leader of the Majority that, in fact, the National Assembly applied to be enjoined in that particular case, and they're an active party.
My point precisely, Mr. Speaker, that when it comes to matters politics and law, the National Assembly, on many occasions, gives the Senate the short end of the stick, and on this occasion, the minority side. While they do that, Senator Sifuna, I want to advise you, take the clips of cabinet ministers appearing before the National Assembly and see which side of the House is normally full. It is a minority side. So while they are telling you that they don't believe in this process, they fill up the House. And I have taken time to ask them, why do you do this? None other than Opio and I, the leader of minority in the National Assembly, told me, it's because your work as senators is only to look after governors. What are you doing with government ministers? So they are misleading you guys, and you guys are falling to their trap. Anyway, Mr. Speaker,
Senator
this is a point.
Cheriot, the standing orders demands that you address your colleagues as honorable senators, not guys.
My apologies, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues from the minority side, this is a point, Mr. Speaker, that it's time they made up their mind, whether they believe in this process or they don't. Otherwise, this business, Mr. Speaker, of on one day giving the Senate sessions, as they have done the last 6 or so weeks, a wide bath, not appearing, then suddenly out of the blues, make up on one Sunday, one beautiful Wednesday morning such as today, and say that they want to stop the proceedings, Mr. Speaker. You know, there is what you refer to as goodwill, Mr. Speaker, even in your actions. If you come before the House with goodwill, believe you me, Senator Wambua, if you had been appearing previously and you believed in this process, and then today you raise that particular standing order, I'd have taken opportunity to listen and say, maybe they have a point, Mr. Speaker. But what is the justification, Mr. Speaker, of somebody who has never shown any interest whatsoever in this session that has been happening? CS Moses Kuria, I think, is the 10th or the 11th minister appearing before this House. Our colleagues in the minority side have never taken time to listen to any particular cabinet secretary. But today, they want to stop the rest of us who want to continue holding the executive to account, as is constitutionally expected of us as honorable senators in this House, Mr. Speaker, to stop that particular process. I do not believe is fair on their side. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, the censure motion that my good friend and brother, Senator Sifuna, is referring to, I hear, I'm not aware, Mr. Speaker. He says that he has filed a censure motion against the CS. But you know the procedures of this House. Until a matter is before and alive on the floor of the House, Mr. Speaker, it is foreign and strange business before us, Mr. Speaker. This question that the CS is appearing to answer, Senator Chute asked this question more than 2 months ago. In fact, I like the opening comments that you made. You have been asking the CS to first, before even responding, give a justifiable reason why it has taken him this long before appearing, for him to appear before this House, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want to request that we allow the CS to respond to the question. In any case, the question was filed earlier than the censure motion which my brother has filed. Then once the censure motion has gone through the process of approvals as laid down as per our standing orders, Mr. Speaker, we'll have an opportunity to speak to the issues that Senator Wambua, because I equally want to say a few things about the media, Mr. Speaker. I too am a trained journalist just like Senator Wambua, but I don't agree with the kind of media practice we have in this country. I am on record, Mr. Speaker. I have said that there are cartels that have taken charge of our media. And when I did that, Nation Media Group went and did a caricature interview about me for 7 good minutes on prime time, Mr. Speaker. Is that the media ethics that they taught us, Senator Wambua? That is not the kind of media practice we want in this country. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, there will be an opportunity when Senator Sifuna's motion has gone through the processes of approval, and we will all speak about the kind of press freedom that we want in our country. We want freedom that is not one-sided, that does not only apply to the side of the media when they're under attack, but when they unjustifiedly attack us using propaganda and misinformation, we say that they are under threat, Mr. Speaker. So things must follow each other. Let the good CS answer the questions that had been asked more than 2 months ago, Mr. Speaker. When the censure motion comes, we will all debate and have a good conversation, Senator Sifuna. I plead, and I want to humbly request you that today, if you've changed your mind and have decided to sit and listen to cabinet ministers, welcome. Let's continue with work. This is what we expect of you. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Faki.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.